thank you for joining me. I'm going to start us off a little different today. So today we'll actually start standing up. All right, so just make sure that you have nice, good base of support underneath you. You feel nice and comfortable here. And then just go ahead and bring your hands to the center of your heart here and close your eyes. Take a couple breaths right here, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel your body nice and strong and supported. Start to relax your shoulders down. Relax the muscles of your face. Take a moment to pull in some gratitude for your day, some gratitude for everything that is going well in your life. Pull in some gratitude for your health, your happiness, and this moment. And feel free to set an intention for your practice, set an intention for your day. What would you like to get out of this? Alright, and then we are going to take an inhale and swoop our arms up overhead. Let your hands come together, go into a little bit of a back bend. And then just bring your arms down, standing nice and tall. And then you're gonna make your hands into fist here and place them into the small of your back. Press it into your back. Let your chest open up, look up, and just take a couple breaths here. Nice, and then we'll let that go. Again, swoop your arms up overhead. Clasp your hands together. Reach your palms up to the sky. Stretching out your back. And then we'll lean to the right side. Look up a little bit, stretching out the left side of your body. Nice, and then inhale up and exhale to the left. Stretching out the right side. And then come back to center. Let your arms come down. And then we're going to go into a sun salutation here. So we're going to stand tall, swoop your arms up overhead. Swan dive down into a forward fold. Stretching out the back of your legs here, breathing into your hamstrings. Anywhere where you feel any soreness, any tightness. And then bring your hands to your shins, shoulders down and back, nice flat back right here. And then come back down all the way here, back into that forward fold. Nice. And then we're going to go ahead and come down onto the ground on all fours right here. All right. And then from here, kind of just swoop your chest down to the ground. Let yourself come flat and then come into just a little bit of a baby cobra here. Just barely lifting your chest off the ground. And then lower back down. Tuck those toes and press into a downward facing dog. Drawing that belly button in, pressing those heels down to the ground. Strong arms, strong legs. And then go ahead and walk your feet up to your hands. Let yourself hang right here. Really drop your head, shake it side to side. And then start to straighten your legs and slowly roll up here, vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and easy. And then swoop those arms up overhead, going into a back bend. And then swan dive down into that forward fold. Coming down back into a flat back. And then hands down to the ground. We're going to step our left foot back into a lunge here, pressing your hips down to the floor, keeping your chest forward. And then we'll step back into a plank. And then slowly lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Turn your feet and then just straighten your arms, press yourself up into a nice big cobra. Arch your back, look up. And then we'll come back down. Turn those toes and press it into a downward facing dog. You can walk your feet in a little bit so that way you can get your heels a little bit lower down to the ground. Nice, and then we're gonna walk our feet back up to meet our hands. And this time we're gonna swoop ourselves on up into that back bend. Swan dive down to that forward fold. Nice, inhale, flat back. And then exhale, we'll step our right foot back to a lunge. Nice and low. Nice, and then we'll step back to a plank. And then we're gonna hit an upward dog, so chaturanga. So slowly lower yourself down, turn your feet and press yourself off the ground here, arching your back, looking up. Nice strong arms. Take a couple breaths right here. Nice, and then turn those toes, hips go up into the air, downward facing dog. All right, we're gonna do one more here. So let's go ahead and walk our feet back up. Going a little quicker here, swoop yourself on up. Back bend, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale to that flat back. And then we'll come down. You can jump back to a plank if you can, or step it out to a plank, and then lower yourself down, chaturanga to that upward dog. And then downward facing dog. Nice, and then from here, just really strengthen your body. And we're gonna take our right foot up into the air here, pointing that toe down to the ground, and just take a couple breaths right here, nice and strong on 3 points. And then we're going to open up that hip, point your toe to the sky, keeping your shoulders squared, nice and strong arms. And you can bend that knee, open up that hip even more. Nice, and then we're going to shift into a plank, bring that knee and drop it in between those hands, coming down into a pigeon pose here. So you're on top of that leg, and then you can come down onto your forearms here. Breathe into that hip. Nice, and then we'll come up onto our hands. Turn that back toe, and then press yourself back up into that 3 points right here. So you're gonna press yourself up with that foot up in the air, and then slowly bring it down. Nice. And then from here, we're gonna shift into a plank, and then chaturanga, so lower yourself down, turn those feet, hips off the ground, upward facing dog. And then we'll turn those toes, downward facing dog. All right, and then we're gonna do the left side here. So take that left foot up into the air, toes pointed down to the ground, so we're flexing our foot. Breathe. And from here, we're gonna open up that hip, point your toe to the sky. Nice, and then let that knee bend, dropping that foot behind you. And then we'll shift into our plank and bring that knee in between our hands. Dropping that back foot. And then coming down onto your forearms. Try to breathe into any tightness that you have. Feel yourself nice and strong, but also try to relax into the pose. Nice, and then we'll come back onto our hands, and we're gonna press it back up into that 3 points right here. And then let that foot come down. Just hang out here for a moment in downward facing dog. Really press your heels down to the ground as much as you can. All right, and then we're going to lift our right leg up into the air. Bend that knee, float that foot in between your hands to the top of your mat here. And then we're gonna come up into a warrior one. So nice and tall in that low lunge here. Take a couple breaths. And then we'll turn that back foot, open up into warrior two. Gazing over those front fingertips. Same direction as that front bent leg. Shoulders down and back, nice and proud chest. And then we're gonna turn our front hand up to the sky and then back bend over that back leg, coming into a reverse warrior. Get as low as you can. And then come back to center, bringing that elbow inside your knee and reaching that arm into side angle pose. Try to get a little bit lower if you can. Nice. And then we'll let that go. Stand up tall, bring that back foot in a little bit. Arms out, reach forward, and then hinge over that front leg, coming into triangle pose. Really try to press your hips forward. Open up that chest, looking up at your hand. Nice strong legs. Nice, and then we'll come back down to center. Drop that back knee down. And then we're gonna come into a crescent pose. So bending over that back leg. Bringing the palms together. Nice, and then we'll let that go. Send your hips back, straighten out that front leg, point your toe to the sky. Drop your head as far down as you can, stretching out that front hamstring. And then we'll come back up to center. Step back to a plank. Slowly lower yourself all the way down to the ground. And then from here, we're going to bring our feet up into the sky. Grab onto your ankles here and the tops of your feet. And then we're going to press our hands and our feet together, coming into a boat pose here. So we're on our stomachs, chest is up, we're pressing those feet into your hand, looking forward, breathing. Nice, and then come back down to center, hold your hands and feet together. And then we're gonna press up one more time to try to get a little bit higher if you can right here. So inhale up. Take a breath here. And then slowly come back down. Let your feet go. And then we're gonna turn those toes and press ourselves into a downward facing dog. All right, so from here, we're gonna take our left foot up into the air. Hold it for just a second. And then bend that knee. Bring that foot to the front of your mat in between your hands, looking up. And then we'll raise up into a warrior one. Nice. All right, and then from here, we're gonna turn that back foot, opening up to warrior two. Strong legs, nice and low. Really open up that chest, gaze over those fingertips. And we'll turn that front palm, reverse warrior. And then come back to center, bring that elbow to that knee, side angle pose, reach, reach, reach. Nice, and then come back up, bring that back foot in just a little bit, arms out, hinge forward, into that triangle pose. Nice, and then we'll come back down, drop that back knee, and then we'll back bend into that crescent pose. Let your hands come together, strong legs here, breathe. Nice, and then we'll send those hips back, straighten out that front leg, stretching out that front hamstring. Again, just breathing into any areas of tightness, discomfort, soreness. Nice, and then we'll come back to center, step back to a plank, and then we'll just drop our knees down. Take those knees out nice and wide, big toes touching, send those hips back and come down to your mat into a child's pose. Let your head come down onto the ground. Really press your palms, reach those fingertips. And just take a moment here to take a couple deep breaths. Appreciating your body. Appreciating yourself. And then we'll come onto our hands and knees here on all fours. And then we're just going to do a couple rounds of cat and cow. So go ahead and drop your belly, arch your back and look up. And then round out your back, drop your head, press it to the ground. And then just go back and forth right here, inhaling up and exhaling down. Nice, there are 2 more rounds at your own pace. And then just come back to center, nice flat back. And from here, we're going to take our left foot, kick that leg behind you, and then we're going to take that opposite hand, the right hand, reach out in front of you, flex your foot so your heel is pressing to the back of the room. You're reaching with those fingertips. Strengthen that body, hold it here, breathe. Nice, and then come back down to center. To the other side, so right leg goes back, left arm reaches, flex that foot. Find yourself nice and steady. And then come back down to center. Nice, and then we'll just have a seat right here. Then go ahead and just take your legs straight out in front of you, pointing your toes to the sky. Reach your arms up overhead, drawing that belly button, and then forward fold over your legs. Wherever your hands land, try to pull yourself a little bit further into that stretch. Nice, and then walk your hands back up. Bring that right knee up towards your chest. That foot is flat on the ground. We're going to take our opposite arm, hook it around that knee, twist over, looking over that shoulder. Nice, tall, straight spine. And release. Nice, come back down to center. We'll bring that right or that left knee into our chest. Opposite arm hooks around. twisting here as much as you can. Nice, and then release back to center. Straighten out your legs, and then we'll come lying down onto our backs here. Come down one form at a time. And then we take our arms out to the sides right here, making a big T with your body. And then bend your knees, bring them up into the air so they're at a 45-degree angle here. And then we're going to slowly lower our legs to the right and keep them about 6 inches off the ground here. Keeping your shoulders grounded, looking up. You can close your eyes, breathe. Nice, and then inhale your legs to center. And then exhale to the left, keeping those knees off the ground. Keeping your shoulders on the ground. And then come back to center. Just give yourself a nice big hug right here. Hug your knees into your chest, your forehead to your knees. Nice. And then just bring your hands to your knees and just kind of rock side to side, massaging your back a little bit. Nice, and then bring your heels down to the ground. Slowly start to straighten out your legs. Take your heels out to the edges of your mat, let your toes drop down to the side. You can take your arms away from your body. Move yourself around a little bit so that you're nice and comfortable, nice and straight, supported on the ground. Close your eyes and take a couple deep breaths. Let yourself go into relaxation mode. And then slowly start to bring your awareness back to your body by wiggling your fingers and your toes, taking a couple of deep breaths. And just hug your knees into your chest and start to rock yourself back and forth, giving your back a nice little massage. And then rock yourself up to a seated position. Nice. And just sit up nice and tall, cross-legged position. You can keep your eyes closed, hands resting on your knees. Keeping your shoulders relaxed, your face relaxed. You can turn your palms facing up, relaxing on your knees. Again, pull in some gratitude for yourself. Turn your energy into receiving mode, receiving the beautiful gifts and blessings from the universe. Opening up your heart, to receive more love, abundance, prosperity, happiness, joy. Keep your eyes closed, but take your gaze up and inward to the point in between your brows. And just breathe here. Let yourself just appreciate the moment, be in the moment. Just take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. We'll do that 2 more times. Big inhale through the nose. Powerful exhale through the mouth. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. And just rub your palms together. Feeling that heat, that energy. And bring your hands to the center of your chest. Apply some pressure with those palms into your chest here. Thank you so much for showing up and practicing with me today. The light in me honors the light in you. And I hope that you have an amazing day. Namaste. Beautiful. Nice. Thank you so much. I hope you feel good. I hope you feel relaxed. Make sure you drink lots of water and enjoy your day.